Hey folks, it's A Automotive Reviews. Today we got Vaughn Gittin Jr. again performing a clutch drop in the 2021 Ford Bronco. And he's doing it for the hell of it. And recently, Formula Drift driver and all-around lucky guy, Vaughn Gittin Jr., was able to spend some time behind the wheel of a 2021 Ford Bronco and test out some of its cool off-road capabilities, including a trail turn assist. And while Gittin Jr. admit that he doesn't spend much time driving off-road vehicles, while he was testing out the Ford Bronco, he figured out he might as well give it the beans to see how it would respond. And folks, it appears as though it was an amazing response. Take a look at that guy. Take a look at Vaughn. Now, since Gittin Jr. Bronco tester was equipped with Ford's new 7-speed manual transmission, that meant he could perform a clutch drop at 3,500 RPMs just to see what would happen. Now, this sort of thing's coming in vehicles like, say, a Ford Mustang, but not as much in a purpose-built off-roader. Now, regardless, the Bronco responds rather nicely and takes off with all four wheels spinning in the sand. And folks, it's quite an amazing stunt. Just like launch control in the BMW M5s and other cars such as the Mercedes AMG. It's like launch control. Basically, you just take off, and then you just dump the clutch. Now, let's look at the Urban Dictionary. Now, drop the clutch. Now, a racing technique uses for launching manual transmission cars, consisting of pushing in a clutch pedal, putting a car in gear, and revving with a gas pedal to your desired launch point, and then instantly releasing the clutch pedal. This causes the full power of the car to instantly go to the wheels, often overpowering traction and causing the wheels to spin out. In other words, burn out. Now in racing, this is how you launch the car at the beginning of the race. It causes a lot of wear and tear on the transmission though. However, it is fun as hell. Now let's look at this other pic too. Just amazing. Now this is the clutch drop happening live, folks. The sand just kicking everywhere. Truthfully, the Bronco sounds pretty good while doing it too. Though the video doesn't specify if the Bronco is equipped with the Ford 2.3 liter EcoBoost 4 or the optional 2.7 liter EcoBoost V6. It's likely the former, as Ford isn't currently planning on pairing the Bronco with a V6 to a manual transmission. But this is a pre-production prototype, and the automaker wasn't originally going to offer the Sasquatch package with the manual either. So we suppose anything could be possible with this launch. Now, though it will be interesting to see how many Bronco buyers opt for the manual transmission, we doubt many of them will be doing a clutch drop like this. After all, this is a vehicle built for country trails, rocks, and other obstacles, not blazing down a track as quickly as possible. But at the same time, it's also nice to know that if you feel like dumping that clutch and putting your EcoBoost power plants to the test, you can do that too. That's what makes this so awesome, folks. The Ford Bronco is just the bomb. Let's look at now, if you can remember how we know it's not a Sasquatch with the V6. If you can remember what we covered earlier with the manual and the V6. Ford Bronco Sasquatch package, it is going to be available, but it's not available now with the V6. Now it was reported that Ford was testing the Bronco prototype equipped it with the Sasquatch package and Fomoco 7-speed manual transmission. Now this was mere say months after the automaker admitted that it wasn't listening. As a matter of fact, not months, it was weeks. But they were listening to enthusiasts who flooded the automaker's social media outlets with requests for particular combinations, which wasn't initially slated to be offered. Now it's official. The 2021 Ford Bronco Sasquatch package will be available with a manual transmission after all. Now, the Blue Oval did confirm that the change and a welcome update that proves the automaker is listening to its customers. The Bronco community spoke and heard them, said Mark Gruber, Ford Bronco Consumer Marketing Manager. Our team moved quickly to add the Sasquatch with the manual transmission. Another example of our focus on giving customers the best possible off-road vehicle and accessories that Ford can do. Now, this little change also makes the Ford Bronco the only 4x4 in its class with a 7-speed manual and the 35-inch off-road tires, a combination that will be available in both 2- and 4-door configurations. The Bronco Sasquatch package adds those Goodyear mud-terrain rubber wrapped in 17-inch beat-lock capable wheels, Dana front and rear electronic locking axles with the 4.7 to 1 final ratio, which is awesome, and a high clearance suspension with a nearly 2-inch wider track, position sensitive built-in shocks, and the wider fender flares. Now, the Bronco Sasquatch package is available across the whole lineup, including the base, the Big Bend, the Black Diamond, the Outer Banks, and the Badland trim level. It's standard on all the Bronco Wild Tracks and the first edition models, while the Badland series, equipped it with the Sasquatch package and standard semi-active hydraulic front stabilizer bar disconnect, results in the ultimate Bronco rock crawler. And folks, this look amazing with that clutch drop. So eventually you will be able to do a clutch drop in the 2.7 liter V6 EcoBoost engine. Now, capability is always a priority, and pairing the Sasquatch with the manual transmission and available advanced 4x4 system gives it the maximum crawl ratio of 94.75 to 1, providing even more off-road capability across the whole lineup. And that's according to David Perikak. That's the Ford Icon's global director, which is just awesomeness. Let's go back and visit that clutch drop again, because folks, this is what's happening right here. This is the actual picture of the clutch drop happening and dumping it at 3,500 RPMs. Now, Ford Bronco is just doing it, folks, and just doing it big. It's nice to know that if you are out there on the road and you do see one of them nice European SUVs that have launch control, you can also do launch control too and give them the beans if you got this, if you got the manual, which is nice. And I haven't heard of that happening in the automatic, so, but it's only in the manual that you could do that, which is just straight up awesomeness, folks. The Ford Bronco. Remember, they also have that trill turn assist, which is definitely nice. It's something that is going to cause you to be able to take trails a lot easier, make those quick turns. And the SUV got brains, and the brains are really good and able to do things that's just awesome. And again, the let's look at this 2.3 liter EcoBoost engine more details. Now, the EcoBoost 2.3 liter is a turbocharged 4-cylinder engine from Ford Motors, and it uses the power to compact mid-size and full-size cars, pickup trucks, and utility vehicles, more commonly known as CUVs and SUVs, featuring a dual overhead cam design. In an inline configuration, the Ford EcoBoost 2.3 liter architecture is derived from the Mazda L engine and has been part of the Ford EcoBoost family of turbocharged engines ever since 2015, folks. And you know what that means? That means it's been around, and a lot of the quirks have been worked out of this engine. And I think I did some videos on the 2.3 liter EcoBoost and also the V6. They're trying to figure out, would Ford ever put a V8? But that was answered in no way they would put a V8 inside of the Ford Bronco. But there are a lot of other aftermarket companies that are waiting to drop that V8 in there for you, folks. And folks, that is just awesome. The Ford Bronco is doing it, folks. And this is Automotive Reviews. Remember, like, share, and subscribe. And drop the clutch. Peace out.
If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more interesting videos.